pledge, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Do we have anybody who signed in? Okay. We will start out with public comment. Anyone wishing to address the board, if you haven't signed in. Yeah, nobody signed in. Anybody want to address something to the board? Okay, easy crowd tonight. Good. Okay. So we're going to start off tonight with the oath of office for the police department. So come on up, guys.
Steve Ashley.
How you doing?
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Ashley Jones,
I, Ashley
do
Jones,
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully
the
discharge
duties of Sergeant
the duties of Sergeant
of the Southampton Village Police Department
of the Southampton Village Police
according to the
Department
best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I get hugs.
Okay.
All right. How you doing?
Okay. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Kyle McGinnis,
I, Kyle McGinnis,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of police officer
the duties of police officer
of
of
the Southampton Village Police Department
the Southampton Village Police Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You think you're good? This is great, so it's always a privilege to promote and then also offer an opportunity for employment to people, especially people I know. And so, Sergeant, you've done a great job. It's an honor for this board to be able to make that promotion to you. You've been fantastic. And Officer McGinnis, watched him grow up, and it's a great privilege now that you're going to serve the village of Southampton. So, even though, did we give him a tough time about his vacation in Aruba?
I'm waiting because your wife asked me to.
Oh, you're a dead man. No, this is great. So we had a fantastic police department. We've had an outstanding addition and a fantastic promotion, and the village of Southampton is very lucky to have you guys and everybody who's represented back here. So it's under great leadership too. So we thank you guys. So congratulations, and keep up the great work and stuff. Okay. So you guys can hang out, watch the rest of the board meeting if you want to, or you can leave if you want to. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Going to take pictures. Tom said going to take
All right,
pictures.
good, good.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mark, thank you. I'm her dad, but I'm not going to shake.
Oh, okay. All right, that's okay.
See you later. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay. Gary, board presentation here.
I'd like to something was said, everybody left.
I know, exactly, so.
Don't take it personally, Gary.
Everybody else can get the hell out of here.
Exactly, yeah.
Won't be a lot of comments. Good evening, Gary Gillespie, Superintendent of Public Works. I am here tonight to ask you to go out to bid to finally do a demolition on the Dosher property just behind Job's Lane, 37 South Main Street. The building has fallen into further disrepair. We did a study back in 2008 where the renovation cost of the building was about $3 million. Today, that would probably be upwards of $4 million to renovate that structure. And over the years, we have just been taking out broken glass, plywooding over windows, trying to keep vagrants out of the place, and it's a disaster in there now. So we would like to go out to bid to demo the entire structure. We have had New York Environmental go through it. The building is laced with asbestos and lead. So we would take the entire building as a hazardous material structure, and we would demo the whole thing into dumpsters that way. All right, so basically I'm just here to ask you to go to bid.
I would like to add one more thing. When Community Preservation made a decision to buy that, it was also with the idea it was for parks, and that building was supposed to go down, was supposed to be taken down.
Yeah.
I think we have a lot of people, I mean, I felt bad about that building being taken down because it is part of their history, and we all know that we don't like to take buildings down, but in this case, we made a deal to make this parkland, and we will increase the playground, the children's playground into that area. And so we are losing a building and we are losing part of our history, but it is for something that I think the public will benefit from. And the decision was made even before we came on the board. So I think for those people who will be upset over it, they have to understand we would not have made that deal with community preservation if we had not allowed us to take it down. And then the other part of it is it can't be used for anything anyway, because we tried to put parks in there and they wouldn't allow us to. So I think, people should understand that.
Yeah, no, we own that parcel for 12 years now.
Yeah.
It's because we were 1 month into our office is when we actually bought they closed on the deal. Mm-hmm. And you're right, there's no use for the building. You can't occupy the space. And was purchased for the purpose of demolition on that and cleaning the property up. And we actually did have at one point in time, so when you look at a restoration cost of that, it was several $1 million to restore a building that we couldn't use. So I think the master planning for the site is what we're talking about is opening the wall up between Agawam and this property, expanding the playground opportunities, doing drainage below grade in that area, and really improving the recreational use of that property and developing some type of buffer zone too between the runoff on the property into the lake. So I think that'll have a positive impact too.
All good projects.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, so it's time to move forward on that, and it's good.
Right,
So.
I would agree. John Foster did condemn the building recently this
Okay.
year.
Yeah.
Just previously last year, excuse me, so it has been deemed unsafe, so
Okay.
this really is the best way forward.
Yeah, so, all right, great. So I'll make a motion to authorize us to go out to bid on the demolition of the Dozier house.
Second? All in favor?
Aye. Okay. Great.
All
Okay.
right, so we would probably have the bids ready on the February 3rd, and then be opening the bids on the 17th of February.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Excellent, thanks.
Thank you.
So we have a public hearing that we had scheduled for tonight. It's actually been postponed, the dimensional regulations in residential districts. The reasoning behind that is because the Southampton Town Board is, it's a public hearing regarding the Tuckahoe Center, and this board is our position on that has been in opposition to the zone change of highway business to shopping center district, and we're going over, and so we postponed the public hearing on this. So.
Okay, so we have two communications to the board from the Southampton. One's from the Southampton Little League. The Southampton Little League would like to use the Downs Family Park baseball fields for their 2017 season from April 1 through July 31st. This will cover the regular season and tournament play. I mentioned last year about extending our use through the end of September to allow coaches to practice with their athletes for a longer period of time. So after July 31st through September 30th, will be the addition to our field use for 2017. This will be for practice only, no games, league, etc. Strictly developmental for our Southampton Little League registrants. Also enclosed is our certificate of insurance and calendar of events. If you have any questions, please come and contact me. Once again, thank you to the Southampton Village and Parks Department for all the hard work that goes into maintaining all the parks, etc. Sincerely, John Venturella, Southampton Little League President.
I'd like to make a motion to authorize the Southampton Little League to utilize the Downs Family Park in accordance with their letter dated January 20th, 2017.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Second was from Southampton Artists Association. Southampton Artists Association would like to have its annual outdoor art in the park event this summer in Agawam Park on the weekend of July 15th and 16th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The outdoor show also requires an early setup time on Friday, July 14th from 4 to 7 p.m. Sprinkler system will need to be turned off and bathrooms should be open during this time. Please submit this request with me to obtain a permit for this July outdoor show. Thank you for all of your past cooperation. SAA is proud to feature this show every year as a popular midsummer village event. Sincerely, Don Lemontanaro, the president.
Again, it's a great event. Draws a lot of people to the village, and so I'd like to make a motion to authorize Southampton Artists Association to hold their art in the park in accordance with their letter dated January 24th, 2017.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Two resolutions. Item one, resolved that the reading for the minutes for the public session of January 12th, 2017 be dispensed with, and that those minutes be accepted as filed by the village administrator, and the actions taken at that meeting be and hereby are ratified and approved. Got a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolved that the claims for the warrants dated January 24th, 2017, totaling $400,386.44, warrant 10, general fund, and the village payrolls for the period January 6th to January 19th, 2017, be ordered and approved. Can I have a motion?
Make that motion.
Second?
Second.
Discussion. Page 1, Rodine Barkowski, concrete repair for the fire department, $1,160. Black Gold Industries, cold patch for the highway department, $1,955.17. Dunn engineering services at the Halsey Neck Culvert, $10,525. Page 2, Farrell Fritz, scar settlement, $2,132.87. First Presbyterian Church parking lease payment for February, $3,000. Gem fencing at the Dozier House, $2,540. Global Montello, 2,604 gallons of diesel fuel, $4,665.58. Granger ice melt for the Parks Department, $2,932.16. Page 3, Granger Park snow supplies, $1,313.02. Hampton Truck and Auto plow parts, $3,059.18. Page 4, Matthew Bender and Company, Crime Books of PD, $1,694.26. Moore Medical Corporation ambulance supplies, $1,293.25. I'm sorry, that's Murphy and Lynch. That's the scar settlement. I apologize on that. Murphy and Lynch, $1,293.25 scar settlement. Mutt Mitts for the parks, $1,034. Narrow Land scar settlements, $2,132.86. National Grid bill for the buildings to $3,707.22 and $1,568.51. Page 5, New York State Employee Health Insurance for February, $307,971.01. Page 6, Otis Ford Truck Repair, $1,422.61. Physio Control Ambulance Medical Equipment, $2,814.25. PSE&G for the Police Department, $5,391.44. Page 7, Schneider Electric IT UPS Maintenance for the 911 system, $4,601.37. Page 8, Sherman, Ronald, and Trish, scar settlement, $1,293.24. Sprague Operating Reserves, 2,500 gallons of gasoline, $4,194.75. Suburban Auto Services, Tadaho Repair, $1,894.35. And Verizon phone bill flowing on to page 9 for December, $3,690.30. And winter equipment on page 10, plow parts, $1,729.06. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye. We talking the health insurance piece. I'm doing my renewals at work now, and we've got Empire, Blue Cross, the HMO plan. We had a 17.7 increase.
Wow.
So I wonder what'll happen to night shift next year.
Well, this is a jump of about just under 12% from December to, our renewal is January 1st.
I wonder what's going to happen
Yeah.
next year too. So
What's your year rollover?
it's March 1.
March 1?
Yeah. I know. And they got
Scary.
approved. The state approved it.
Insane.
So,
Really insane.
yeah. So it was, yeah. And that's a straight HMO plan.
Wow.
I know. So, yeah, okay. Discussion items here. So that's all the suggested resolutions here. We have no discussion items on there. Again, kind of an abbreviated board meeting here. So we had comments from board members. Trustee Ystremski has had a trade show. Trustee Irving called. He was stuck in traffic and unable to make it. Trustee McGann.
Okay, I think, I think probably one of the most important things that I'm thinking about this evening is the Tuckahoe meeting over at Town Hall. I think the newspaper was filled with it this past week. Those people against, those people for, I think there was just so much in there, it was just packed. And I think the meeting is going to be an interesting one this evening. And I'm hoping people will get out and go to the meeting. I understand it's been changed from upstairs to downstairs where there's a room. And we'll see what happens.
Trustee Hattrick here. Yep.
The storm we had last night, I think they tallied that something like 12 trees did come down and so on, and it's amazing how some of them were in god-awful. You see them, they were just dying to be split in half or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
But there was one big one on Elm Street there that I guess it took down some wires and also a transformer which had some kind of petroleum products in it, which they had to call in PSE&G to clean up that mess. But I think, as always, they stay on top of it. And
You're lucky.
just reminded Gary that the business district really needs a sweeping. If you,
After that,
Yep.
your sweet gum balls are probably all over the place,
oh,
I think.
God in heaven. And, I don't know who puts them all back up after every storm, but still a lot up there. I can't believe it.
A lot of elves at night.
But anyhow, I'm sure that, but if you might just mention it to him, remind him tomorrow.
Yep.
And to blow the sidewalks off and all that sort of thing. 'Cause
Okay.
I got messy. But they had plenty to do today, so.
Yeah, they had the hands full today.
No, they did do a great job. You guys got out there early. They did a great job clearing out some of the streets. And,
And the flooding was pretty good, too. Drain, we
They only
keep it
really
drained.
had 12 trees in those kind of winds for that sustained period of time. Just goes back to the tree maintenance program and what they're doing and how they're trimming and taking stuff down. And so it's good. It's good.
What happens when a village tree falls into a property, into a person's property? The village comes and takes it away?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We do.
Not the property.
No, I know.
I thought you were going to ask that question, what happens to a village tree that falls through and does it make it?
No, I just wondered, because there was one on Willow, that went from the village right away into the property.
No, we
It's our tree.
It's our tree. We take care of it and stuff. So, anything else, Bill? No. Just briefly, I missed the last meeting and because my son got married down in Aruba. It was a great time. A lot of great people. We kidded Kyle about being down there. So, but today I actually met with the manager of Shinnecock and a representative from the USGA. His U.S. Open is coming to Shinnecock in 2018. They're already starting planning around that, and they've been planning for it, but we're going to be working with the chamber and a lot of the, businesses and what they really would like for us to do. I personally think it's a great idea. In Pinehurst and some of the other places, they've created like a golf village where they've done course simulators and put screens up so you can watch the U.S. Open and have a wide variety of activities and get the Arts Center involved, get the Cultural Center involved, get the library involved, the Historical Museum and the Chamber and businesses and different, like the Children's Museum, and have to do something with the players' children and stuff, and it's really it's the week before Father's Day, and the U.S. Open, the finals always on Father's Day, and it's kind of one of the low periods during between Memorial Day to the 4th of July, and I think it'll be a fantastic thing that will draw people here, and it's nice to know that USGA is really focused in on how can they promote the village of Southampton and how they can help local businesses, and they're going to bring several hundred people that are going to come and do construction of stadiums and seating and tents and also, and they use local delis and stay in local hotels and all of that stuff. So it'll be a nice boost to the economy out here, and it's exciting. So, I mean, I know
It's very exciting because in the past they really, we didn't see much of it at all.
Right. Well, they really, because a lot of it is it's how do you, because we're east of Shinnecock. And a lot of people are coming from the west. So that's one of the things I talked to them about is the location of parking lots and how do you get somebody from the course into the village? How do you entice them? How do you promote it and stuff? And so these are things that we'll talk about and develop a committee that is parking at the school potentially or other lots so that we can actually bring people on the eastern side of Shinnecock and encourage them to come here. So I think that's some good ideas. We'll put together a committee of people to almost do kind of a Septemberfest type thing, but Julie's like about to explode with 9 billion ideas.
That's FEST word, right?
Yeah. So, but it'll be a nice thing for the village, and it'll be a nice thing for our community, and I know, I mean, I won't be playing in it and stuff.
I was just going to ask you if they gave you an exemption to play it.
Yeah, with a high score.
I was going to offer the caddy for you.
Yeah, well, can you find the ball when it's, which reminds me, my daughter bought her boyfriend a range finder for the ball for Christmas. It was a great present, but I asked her what she was getting him, and she said, "I'm getting him a ball finder." I said, "Oh, what?" She goes, "Ball finder. When he hits his golf ball off to the side, he can't find it, so he's going to have it."
Is there such a thing?
No. I know, everybody got excited, right? So,
One golf story. Playing with McEntee.
yeah.
Had to be 30 years ago at Shinnecock. And we were on the third hole, which is a long par 4, but he hit one well into the rough on the right.
Yeah.
And there's just the four of us, and the caddies were all looking for it. And finally, just casually, I yelled over to him. I said, "What were you playing?" And he said, "I'll know when I see it."
That's a good one.
So that's our comments for tonight, and yeah. So we have a second public comment. Anybody from the public would like to make comment? Chief, you're here. You want to say anything? Okay. There you go. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to make a motion to close the board meeting tonight. We don't have anything under executive session.
Second?
Second?
All in favor? Aye. All right, great. Thanks.